I'm going to make this video really, really quickly because I don't know whether or not you can hear, but there's still Christmas carols and Beatles songs and everything being sung downstairs by members of my family. But this is my very quick reaction video to The End of Time, part 1, and I think that everyone in the room can testify that when it finished, I was like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, and oh my god, because I did not, there was an idea that would happen, that we would see the return of, spoiler alert, the Time Lords and Gallifrey and everything that would happen, but I never actually thought that would happen, and I never thought that would be on this amazing, like, visually Star Wars kind of scale of, I'm excited, I'm so excited, and I really liked the episode. I thought that it took a little while in some places to kind of, it didn't have the right momentum at times. Sometimes I got a little bit, not bored is never the word with me in Doctor Who, but it could have been a little bit more upbeat. But the main focus was obviously John Sim and David Tennant, I thought, except in that scene in the cafe when it's David Tennant and Bernard Cribbins. I think I read in some interview or something, I think it's probably Doctor Who magazine, describing that scene as two old men, wise men, just talking, and yeah, and in the Doctor Who Confidential afterwards, you know, the Doctor doesn't have anyone else, that's his confidant, and he's just heard that he's going to die, and that scares him because he thinks he's going to, you know, he might die for real. No regeneration, none of that. So, I don't know. I thought that was a beautiful scene, actually. I mean, there's only so much you can express when you're in a room full of members of your family, including just people you would never cry in front of in your life. But I felt my heart quiver a little when the Doctor started to cry, because he's so scared. He's just so scared. I thought, also that bit when the Master is just everywhere and his face is everywhere, near the end of that. I've just done Being John Malkovich in English as part of one of my weeks of studies of literary theory or whatever. And there's that scene when John Malkovich goes into his own portal, and then he sees himself everywhere, and the only word that's been said is Malkovich. And obviously there are like really direct similarities between that, and it's really weird, like seeing one person's face duplicated everywhere, and all these different bodies and personalities and acting in different ways. I just thought, that was just really clever and really well done, and that massive amount of people being against you and them all being the same person, I think that's terrifying. I'm really excited to see how that pans out, and just, John Sim I've always loved. I was watching this, among other people, with one of my sisters who's very perceptive about all this kind of acting stuff, because she's been involved in casting and things like that. And she was telling me, like, you can tell that they're Shakespearean actors, because they're doing very Shakespearean things, and I didn't really notice it until she said it, but it kind of came through, especially in the intense scenes of both of them in the landfill sort of site. I don't know, there's just so much that I want to mention really quickly. It was great to see Donna again. I loved her. I've spent a lot of the time, this past week at least, debating with some people about, you know, whether or not she was good or bad as companion, whatever, but I loved Donna, and it was just really great to see her. I'm just trying to think of all the things I want to talk about before I have to go downstairs and, you know, be merry again. Okay, this is really annoying me because I can't think of anything immediately right now. The Ood at the beginning was really cool to see. I know that at least a lot of us have seen that clip like a million times, the bit where he comes out of the spaceship in the garland and goes and sees the Ood, and the Ood are like, something bad is happening, whatever. But I still think it was really cool. And I love the Ood. I think the Ood are one of my favourite creatures, aliens from Doctor Who. So I just think they're really amazing. I love the little brains as well on Planet of the Ood. When they showed those, I thought that was really cool. I like them as like the wise sentient beings. I'm trying to think of everything and I can't think of anything. Lucy, I loved seeing Lucy at the beginning. I think it seems like they killed her off, which is a shame, because I think that she could have had a really interesting storyline. And it would have just been interesting to see a little bit more of her, because she was so vulnerable and she was so, not corrupted, but just kind of like broken down by her experiences. So, I don't know what else to say. I'm sure that I will remember more things and just add them as annotations at the end or whatever. But for now, I loved it. It was great. I am both happy and sad and excited and shocked and scared and everything for the way I'm going to feel this time next week when I've seen the last episode with the 10th Doctor in it. I don't even know. I can't. There are no words. Alonso. Oh, and I'm going to upload my Waters of Mars video at some point because I know that my computer was broken when I was trying to do that. Oh, and happy Christmas. Yeah, Merry Christmas, everyone. Sorry, I forgot to do that as well. My mind is everywhere these days. I don't know what I'm doing. I just don't. I'm too busy stressing about the fact that my favourite Doctor in the world is just going to be a pile of mush soon.